voice. Embrace your unique voice, building an authentic personal brand. What are we doing? We are building our pitch, and we have done 1 to 6 parts already. Today it is the part number 7, and tomorrow it will be part number 8. And yesterday we designed our own signature program. So this is a complete program in itself. 1 to 8 it is design your own pitch, and the ninth one is the signature program. You have everything ready made given to you. If you want to design your signature program, yeah, there are services they charge like $500, $1,000, some charge even more. I'm giving you here 9-step program for free. Now you have to implement it, you have to use it. And of course, if you need my help, then you can become part of our rapid program, where we provide every week one-on-one help to move the needle into your business. So here I'm giving you all the resources, but if you want one-on-one help, yeah, you have to join the rapid program, and that is the hybrid program where we have one-on-one coaching every week without premium price tag, and group workshops every month. So without further delay, let's get started. You are building your authentic personal brand, so transform what makes you different into your greatest business advantage. So your authentic self is your most powerful branding tool, and that will help you stand yourself out of your all these competitors and crowded market. And that is what we want to do, that right. And we covered that just couple of days back. So if you want to know more about how to stand out yourself in the crowded market, go through that training, and there I have covered in details. Hey, but if you are meeting me for the first time, I'm Sue Pats. I'm lifelong solopreneur and entrepreneur, small business owner, passionate to help solopreneur, entrepreneur, small business owners to grow their business with ease of prudent strategies like collaboration, and there are many other strategies. If you want to know more about the strategies, I have a free course called 27 ways to collaborate. And yeah, anyway, if I can help you, I would love to help you. I have a free community, joint venture collaboration, and it is on Facebook and LinkedIn, and now it is also I'm creating on courses.gg. So you can join any community, get free help, where already there are hundreds of entrepreneurs. They are willing to help each other out. So you can do cross promotion, you can do various things, you can become affiliate. There are many ways you can collaborate, you can do joint webinars. There are many things you can do with each other. But I just want you to know that there is support available, there is help available, and you don't have to quit on your business. Many solopreneurs quit their business before launching their first product, and I don't want that case with you. Many entrepreneurs don't see second year in their business. Those who see second year, they don't see fifth year in the business. I don't want that case with you. I want you to be profitable as early as possible, and that is what our rapid program delivers. You can start seeing money within a month or even 3 months, depending on your unique situation. So let's get started and find how to embrace your unique voice. So the power of authenticity is in personal branding. Okay, so in a world of cookie cutter businesses, your uniqueness isn't just an asset, okay? It is a competitive edge. So that accent you have been self-conscious about, yes, I was always self-conscious about my accent, but it seems to be giving me uniqueness. Why not? So, the quirky hobby you rarely mention in professional settings, these are the very elements that make your personal brand memorable and authentic. As far as you are showing your authentic brand and you are genuine, right people will attract to you. Your ideal customer will be attracted to you. So, authenticity resonates with audiences because it creates genuine connection. So when you embrace what makes you different, Whether it is your distinct perspective, unusual background, or unconventional approach, you create space for others to connect with the real you and not a polished corporate facade. And nobody likes mask, means the person who is wearing mask, that person is uncomfortable, and people dealing with that person, they are uncomfortable. So why there is no need to wear mask. And it happens, it's some part of my life, even I was wearing mask and it was really not fun. And then I just decided, okay, forget it, just live the way I want to live, and expose my true self, and things started to explode. So studies show that authentic brands enjoy 47% more engagement and build customer loyalty, that four times stronger than the brand perceived as inauthentic. So your uniqueness isn't something to minimize. It's your most valuable differentiator in a crowded marketplace. So I have a simple brand, for example, the lady who gives presentations on treadmill, because I want to show you that you can build your business without sacrificing your health. You can have both activities together. And I mentioned before, there are some activities you do actively here, like presentation is active, but walking slowly on treadmill, it is passive. I really don't need to put lot of brain while walking slowly on treadmill, so I can combine both those things and I can live my life, and that happens in many cases. So when entrepreneurs embrace their authentic selves, they stand out in a crowded marketplace and create deeper connections with their ideal clients. And that is what we want to do, right? We want to create the deeper connections with our ideal clients. So so let's see what is the self consciousness, into how to convert your self consciousness into strength. So identify your perceived weaknesses. So make a list of things that make you self conscious: your accent, your physical characteristics, an unusual background, or anything you have traditionally hidden from your professional identity. I'm into one ladies community, and she is lesbian, and she said that actually really, um, that was a hesitant point for her, and she was not opening up. But the moment she opened up, her audience didn't judge her, and she also felt free. So as far as you are authentic and genuine, everything is fine. So these perceived weaknesses often told the key to your most authentic brand expression. They are part of your story, and that makes you relatable to others with similar experiences. Now, reframe as unique advantages. For each item on your list, write down how it gives you unique perspective and advantage. How does it help you see situations differently than others in your industry? So, for example, growing up in bilingual might have made you self conscious about your accent, but it gives you cultural insights that monolingual competitors lack. I know, actually, I heard someone saying that, okay, if you have an accent, that tells that you know more than one language. So you clearly have advantage, and you clearly show that you are superior in some way. It is not necessarily the accent is really a hurting thing. You know one more language. So that is really good for you. Taste in self safe environments. So begin sharing these unique aspects of yourself in safe networking environments. So notice which elements resonate most with others and create connection. So pay attention to when people say, I have never thought about it that way. Ah, that's so interesting. So these are the signals that your unique perspective is valuable. So I mentioned sometime that ours is a arranged marriage. I'm married with my husband, and our parents arranged our marriage. It's not like that they forced us to marry. Means when both of us agreed to marry, but they acted like a dating agent, and many people don't know that story. So that makes them really interesting, and they want to know more. Hey, tell me more, how it happened. And they had so many misconceptions, and I just clear my experience. It becomes quite interesting. Means there are more things to talk about, more things to discuss, and it is actually enlightening for them too. So, what you once perceived as weaknesses often become your greatest brand differentiators when authentically embraced and strategically positioned. Your unique voice is not just acceptable, it is essential to stand out. So, transfer your weaknesses into your strengths. Your different lens, a marketing advantage. Your unique perspective, shaped by your background, experiences, and personal qualities, gives you a distinct lens through which you view the world. This different perspective is marketing gold in a sea of sameness. It is so important. I remember reading a story that one author puts his book in bookstore. Actually, no, we don't have that many bookstores. But he was talking about the physical bookstore, and he saw one buyer buying actually three books of the same category, similar names, and he was crushed that that buyer didn't buy his book. So when the person went for the checkout, he said, "Okay, I'm doing market research. I want to know how did you decide to buy these three books?" He said, "Okay, these are the titles I wanted to buy books." And so then he asked, "Okay, why didn't you buy this book?" So the buyer said, "I didn't find any different. All books look the same. So whichever book, yeah, came into my hand, I just bought. I didn't give much thought." So that is the sea of sameness, and we have to stand out of that sea of sameness. So identify your unique perspective. What assumptions do you question that others take for granted? What insights do you have that surprise people in your industry? Your different viewpoint often comes from life experiences that others haven't had. Now, articulate your viewpoint. Develop clear language to explain how you see things differently. Practice articulating your perspective until you can express it confidently in a sentence or two. This becomes your thought leadership position. And apply your lens consistently. Use your unique perspective as a filter for all your content creation, whether writing blogs, recording videos, or speaking on stage. Consistently view topics through your distinct lens to create a coherent personal brand. When you share your insights that only you can provide based on your unique combination of experiences and perspective, you create irreplaceable value that competitors simply cannot replace. That's your advantage. Now show your vulnerable nature. Yeah, it's okay. It is basically the counterintuitive path to brand strength. So, counterintuitivity shows vulnerability in your personal branding doesn't make you appear weak, but it makes you more relatable, trustworthy, and human. Research by Brand Brown shows that vulnerability is actually perceived as courage by others and creates deeper connection. If you just share your success and if you don't share your struggles and all the previous ventures where you failed, people won't be able to relate to you, and it is not a win-win situation. So you give hope to people when you share your struggles. So when you openly share your journey, including the struggles and failures, you create psychological safety for your audience. They see that you understand their challenges because you have faced them yourself. This authenticity builds trust, the foundation of any successful business relationship. Now, strategic vulnerability means sharing challenges you have overcome and not the current crisis. If you are going through and you haven't overcome, if you haven't found the solution, there is no need to share those. So, focusing on the learning process and always connecting your story back to how it helps you serve clients better. So, when done thoughtfully, vulnerability becomes your greatest brand strength. So, I can openly say that I was bedridden, and when I recovered, I thought it was my bonus life, it was second chance in my life, and I wanted to devote my life for solopreneur success. And that actually makes me real. Means I was bedridden, and I'm not here to ask sympathy from you, but hey, if you are going through some medical challenges, I'm giving you hope that there is a hope and you can be better tomorrow. So, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. So, this is Brené Brown says, and so vulnerability researcher. So authenticity isn't about sharing everything, okay? You have to share something that can be useful for your audience. Just because you have knowledge and that knowledge is true, but if it is not going to help your audience, there is no need to share. Why? It's about sharing what matters with purpose and intention. Choose vulnerability that serves your audience and aligns with your brand values. So, your values, your hobbies, your passions, the magnetic elements of your brand. I have done one big training actually on a detailed training on branding where I mentioned about your vision, your goal, and those are the life visions, life goals, and how you incorporate that into your business, and then your business and life, they are not separate, means then you enjoy the journey. So I'm not going to go into details of that, but here it is some refresher. So the core values, you deeply held principles, whether transparency, sustainability, or empowerment, attract clients who share these values. For me, spirituality for prosperity, it is the core value. So, and spirituality doesn't mean religion. Spirituality means just be connected with the creator. So when you clearly communicate what you stand for, you naturally repel misaligned prospects and magnetize ideal clients who resonate with your mission. So it is a win-win situation. You enjoy your business then. Personal hobbies, your interest outside work humanize your brand and create unexpected connection points. A passion for marathon running might illustrate your perseverance, while your baking hobby could demonstrate your attention to detail and creativity. So these elements make you memorable in ways professional credentials alone cannot. And professional passions, the aspects of your work that genuinely excite you, create authentic energy that's contagious, okay? So when you share what truly lights you up about your field, you attract clients who value precisely those elements. Your enthusiasm becomes a powerful differentiator in a world of dispassionate professionals. So, studies show that 64% customers cite shared their genuine hobbies, core values, their passions with their brand. And by authentically sharing your values, hobbies, and passions, you create unique connection with your prospects who can convert easily as a buyer. So, from weird to wonderful, embracing your quirks. So, the part of yourself you might label as weird or too different often become your most memorable brand elements when embraced authentically. So, what seems odd to you might be refreshingly original to your audience. Yeah, so identify what differences you have. So, what personality traits, interests, or approaches have you downplayed because they seem unprofessional? Perhaps you have an unusual problem solving method, a quirky sense of humor, or an unconventional background. These unique elements can become signature aspects for your personal brand. Okay, so connect to client benefits. How do you how do your quirks translate to client advantage? Maybe your obsessive attention to detail that some find really annoying ensures nothing falls through the cracks for clients, or perhaps your energetic communication style that some find too much makes complex concepts easy to understand. So there are pros and cons for everything, okay? So you don't have to keep on focusing only on cons. Showcase strategically. Incorporate your quirks into your brand in purposeful way. Use them in storytelling, visual elements, communication styles, or your unique methodologies. The goal isn't to be too weird for the weird sake, but to be authentically yourself in service of your clients. Remember, those who might be put off by your authentic self aren't your ideal clients anyway, and that's perfectly okay. By embracing your weirdness, you attract people who appreciate exactly who you are, the foundation for sustainable business relationships. And that is the long term relationship. So, creating connections through your humanity. In a business landscape increasingly dominated by AI and automation, your humanity has never been more valuable. Yep, many times people say, "Oh, AI will take my job, AI will take my business." No, you AI proof your business. If you put your magic into your business is AI proof. Now, I have a hybrid model in Rapid, and we are providing one on one coaching every week. Who AI is going to replace us? That it's impossible. AI can do lots of things, but AI cannot provide one-on-one coaching to someone by evaluating what they did and what to do next. Yeah, they can give some generic suggestions, but that won't be really suitable in the situation for the client. So you AI proof your business. So clients aren't just buying your services, they are choosing to work with you as a person. So your personal stories, emotions, and your experiences create points of identification that allow potential clients to see themselves in your journey. So, when you share relevant personal experiences like how you overcame the same challenge your clients face or similar challenges, you build trust through demonstrated understanding. So, according to psychology research, we trust people who perceive as similar to ourselves. By authentically sharing your human journey, you create the sociologist called home sorry homophily. Okay, the tendency of people to bond with similar others. This connection becomes the foundation of client relationships that transcend transactional exchanges. It goes way beyond just transaction. So, relatability. Sharing your human journey makes you approachable and creates common ground with prospects. Trust. Authentic vulnerability signals trustworthiness and creates psychological safety. Differentiation. Your personal experiences create a unique value proposition impossible to replace. And loyalty. And this is how you get loyal client base and they become your referral and ambassadors. So practical exercises, finding your unique voice. First, the layer exercise. Identify your unique layers that make you different from competitors. So, professional expertise and credentials, personal background and life experiences, values and beliefs that guide your decisions, personal interest and passions outside work, and character traits that personal weirdness. And for each layer, know 2 to 3 specific examples you should potentially share with your market. Hey, because it is storytelling, and it is connection to heart to heart. Your emotional center is sharing those stories, and people decide everything through their emotional center, and then that is the heart, and then they logically justify their decisions. That brain there justifies this decision later on. So connect emotionally with your stories. The analogy method. Create fresh perspective by connecting your expertise to your interest. List your top 3 hobbies or interests outside work. So for each work, write down 5 principles or lessons from that area and connect these principles to your professional expertise. For example, what mountain climbing taught me about persisting through difficult client projects, or how my sourdough baking experience improved my approach to business planning. Yes, sourdough starter, you have to maintain it, and there is a lot of strategy. And hey, the same mind frame you can bring into business, and you can help your clients. So, visual storytelling inventory. Catalog personal images that could enhance your brand storytelling. Personal photos that represent key moments in your journey. Visual metaphors that represent your approach and methodology. Behind the scenes glimpses of your work process. And images representing your values in action. Create a folder of these images to incorporate into your content strategy. So, these exercises help you systematically uncover the unique elements of your personal brand. Commit to completing this one exercise per week. Okay, I'm not telling you to finish everything today. You can do one exercise per week and you build the foundation for your audience voice. So, what are your next step? Sharing your unique voice with the world. You have identified what makes uniquely you. Now it's time to strategically share your authentic voice with the world. Remember that building a personal brand is a journey, not a decision or not a destination. So start small, be consistent, refine your approach based on what resonates most with your audience. So, first, create your brand story. Craft a compelling narrative that weaves together your professional expertise with your unique personal elements. That this becomes your core story that can be adapted across all platforms. Choose your platforms. Select 1 to 2 content platforms that align with your strengths and where your ideal customer spends their time. Consistency on fewer platforms beats sporadic posting everywhere. Again, it is a focused approach. Focus magnifying glass can burn paper, but if it is scattered, it will just warm paper. So develop a content plan. Create a simple content calendar that incorporates your unique voice elements. So aim to share authentic content at least once per week. And then build your community. Actively engage with those who respond to your authentic voice. These connections will become the foundation of your business growth. So, are you ready to build your pitch? So, tomorrow we are going to build your pitch. And hey, we already covered building your signature program. You are good to go. Means this is really thousands of dollars worth of training I'm just giving away for free. But hey, if you want one on one help, join our rapid program and see you again. God bless you. Thank you. Take care.